This old shelf has been my temporary solution for my sanders and lots of storage. It is messy, it is not deep enough, and well, it's been here for much too long. So I decided to finally build this beauty here. A super sturdy workbench with 12 full extension drawers. I'm so happy to finally have it here, and in this two-part video I'm going to show you how I built it. I had made up my mind for a very long time of what type of workbench to build. I wanted something very sturdy that really wouldn't move once installed. I wanted something with lots of drawers because I don't have really any drawers so far, and I find them the best solution for storage because they can be accessed from the top. These are full extension soft close drawers, which is the best I think that you can have. And now, without further ado, let's get going. Now, all the lumber is cut for the frame of the workbench. The method I used with my cutting jig on the workbench and turning the pieces over for half of the cut and then the other half obviously isn't ideal. These pieces here are not exactly straight, and they were too long for me to mill down and to joint, so I had to live with a little inaccuracy, and so the ends are sometimes a little bit set off by half a millimeter or a little less. So that obviously will have to be worked into the workbench, and I hope it isn't too much of a problem down the road. So the next step now will be to mark all the half laps and then to cut them out again with the plunge saw so that the joinery can come together. On this side, I realized that I didn't have to do all these cuts because I could cut out this half lap on the bandsaw. So that's what I'm going to do with this side and with this. And these here will have to be chiseled out because they're in the middle and don't stick out at the end. So now all these pieces are prepared and ready for assembly, but before I assemble the whole frame, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to attach the leveling feet because that's going to be much harder once the whole frame is complete. and I'm going to screw the drawer slides to the uprights, because that too will be much harder, or not exactly harder, but more cumbersome when they are assembled. And at the moment I can lay every piece on the workbench and then just screw everything downward, which is much easier than once it's upright. So these steps, and then we're going to see how everything goes together. I like to put a drop of glue on these. Normally they will be pressed in by the weight of the workbench, but I think that over time this could loosen, and when I lift up the workbench in a couple of years' time, the last thing I want to happen is that these feet drop out and I have to fumble them back in onto the workbench. So I'll put on this glue and hope that this will help and that they'll stay in for a long term. By the way, if you look at these feet, you might think that they are fairly small. They are, but each of them carries 200 kilos, so there are 8 of them in the workbench, and even though their footprint is small, that should be plenty for actually holding up the weight of the workbench. I almost forgot something. I have these extra posts which should go in here. They are not needed for structural strength. This frame is plenty of strong, but I wanted them to be another point where I could attach the drawer slides to. Otherwise the drawer slides would just be screwed on at the very front and at the very back. And I talked to Hettich, which sponsored me these drawer slides, and they said they think it would be a good idea to have a third mounting point for these drawer slides. So I'm going to attach these in here, just put them in, put a screw here and there, and then I have a third point for the drawer slides, and then those can be attached. So now all the parts are cut, the drawer slides are mounted, everything's prepared. I've made a little room here because this thing is going to be quite big, so now I'm going to do a dry fit and see if everything works. I'm a bit excited because, well, it's a fairly large project, one of the largest I have built, and I hope that everything will go together. So let's try that out. Doesn't look too bad, I think. For the corner joints, I'm going to use 16mm beach dowels and a technique that I haven't used before. It's called draw bore, and the principle is that you drill the dowel hole on the outer piece a little bit offset from the dowel hole on the inner piece, so that the two pieces will draw the joint tight when you hammer in the dowel. I'm going to explain more about this technique in my usual What I Learned video, which will be coming out with the second part of the build video. All the dowel holes are drilled, everything's prepared. I think I can now go to the glue up. Now the glue has dried, I've removed the clamps, and I'm already very pleased about how sturdy this thing is. So now I'm going to saw off the dowels, give the whole thing a little sanding just to remove the glue drips and everything, and then I'm going to build the drawers. So that concludes part 1. Make sure to subscribe so you won't miss part 2, which will be coming out in about 2 weeks. While you're waiting, here's another video for you to watch. I hope you enjoyed this one. Stay safe, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.